Okay, so 4-6 worksheet 3, we're going to continue on doing with what we were doing before. There's nothing new, so we're just going to start right with your homework. So problems 1 through 5, the direction state, find the solutions, aka x-intercepts, of the following by completing the square. So it's telling you have to complete the square. So step 1, take your constant term over to the other side. It already is. Step 2, your leading coefficient must be 1, so it's not. So we're going to pull that out by factoring. So if I factor out a 5, I'm doing this by division. 5 divided by 5 is 1x squared. 6 divided by 5 is 6/5. X is equal to 4. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and do a sidebar. Sidebar, we're going to take our b value and divide it by 2. Our b value is 6/5. We're going to divide that by 2, and then we're going to square that. So you're going to pull up your calculator. So with your calculator, you are literally going to type in here 6 divided by 5 divided by 2. And that gives you 3/5. You're going to square that to give you 9/25. Okay? The 9/25 is going to go inside the parentheses. So I'm going to have 5 parentheses x squared plus 6 over 5x plus 9/25 is equal to 4. And then we're going to add to that plus 5 times 9/25. Okay? So now what happens is the 5 comes down, and these 3 terms is going to be this sign and this number. So that's going to give me a 5 times x plus a 3/5 squared is equal to, now go ahead and type this in your calculator as well. So this is going to be 4 plus 5 times 9 divided by 25. Close the parentheses and hit enter, and that gives you 29/5. Okay? Now our goal is to solve. So now I have to divide by 5. When you divide by 5, that is the same thing as multiplying by 1/5 on both sides. So that gives you an x plus a 3/5 squared is equal to 29/25. Go ahead and take the square root of both sides, top and the bottom there. I have x plus 3/5 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 29 over the square root of 25 is 5. Can't do anything with 29. I have to bring this 3/5 over by subtracting it. And then you are done. Okay. So that's how you're going to do problems 1 through 5. And I'm going to be really honest. I did the hard one for you on the front. The rest of them are all going to be like 2 plus or minus the square root of 6 or something like that. So the rest of them are going to be pretty darn easy. I was super nice with you on that. So if you turn over your paper, the rest of them on the back, 6 through 10, the directions say find the vertex and the vertex form and the vertex of the quadratic by completing the square. So here we go. Replace y with 0. Bring the 4 over by subtracting. Coefficient has to be 1. So I'm going to pull out the 7 by division. 12 divided by 7 is just 12 over 7. I can't do anything with it. So now we have to complete the square. So we're going to do sidebar. So I'm going to take 12 over 7 divided by 2. So go to your calculator. 12 divided by 7 divided by 2 gives you 6/7. Square that, and that's going to give you 36/49. That's what goes inside the parentheses. So I have 7 times x squared minus 12 over 7x plus 36/49. Now, what we're adding on the other side is going to be -4 plus the 7 times the 36/49. Okay. So on the right-hand side, I have 7 times x minus, and I'm going to have this sign with the 6/7 is what goes in there. And then on the left-hand side, I'm going to type in my calculator 7 times 36 divided by 49 minus 4. And hit enter, and that gives me 8/7. Bring the 8/7 over, by subtracting that. Replace 0 with y. There's your vertex form. What's happening to this thing is it's going to the right 6/7, and it's going to go down 8/7. So I have a vertex of being 6/7 negative 8/7. And that will be your answer. And that is what I expect you to do on problem 10. Now, on the back, I've already done the hard one. You only have one other one that is a fraction. And I'm going to tell you straight up, number 9 is going to be your fraction problem. And just work it exactly the way I showed you on these last two, and little by little you'll get it. If you don't get it, I'm more concerned about 6, 7, and 8 than what I am number 9. You have to try it though. We already did number 10, and we already did number 3. Those were the hard ones on this worksheet. The rest of them are going to be pretty much similar to what we have been doing and not have any nasty numbers. If you have any questions, please ask me.